know that marriages and relationships can be hard sometimes.
But we also know someone who can help. JoAnne Weidman, licensed marriage and family therapist, joins us now to discuss premarital therapy. Why do you advocate this, JoAnne?
Well, as Mary just said, marriage can be hard, and in our culture is not working for marriage right now. Commitment is hard. A lot of things in culture say you don't make commitments, you don't stick with things. If it doesn't work out, you just quit. Most people start marriage wanting it to be permanent, wanting it to be a permanent commitment, and it is possible to learn those skills about how to make that happen.
And tell us, how is premarital therapy different from premarital counseling that you might get from a clergyman or?
That's a really good question. A lot of clergymen or religious leaders or other wedding officiants are pretty sophisticated about psychology, but their premarital counseling may be more prescriptive, that this is what our religious tradition or this is what God expects from marriage. Premarital therapy, by contrast, is going to focus a lot more on the internal dynamics of the relationship based on these two individual people. How does this personality of one person affect the personality of the other, and what is the dynamic that comes from that? Whether it's positive or negative, we can help improve the positive dynamic and decrease the negative dynamic to make everybody more satisfied and increase the likelihood that you'll stay married and not get divorced.
And it's interesting too, because I deal with people at the end of in their older years, and sometimes that can still be challenging at 70, 80, 90, and sometimes people's personalities change. Do you kind of walk through or do you work with people at different stages of their marriages also? Definitely.
Marriage is definitely something that happens across the lifespan. And as life expectancy extends, so is the marriage. It's also one of the reasons why people are getting married later. People don't necessarily have to get married at 18 because we expect they're going to die by 65. People are getting married in their 30s and still having 50-year marriages. Those have to be negotiated and renegotiated at every phase of marriage, as you have young children, as you launch children, as you're empty nesters, as medical issues start to come up, as you start to become caregivers for your own parents. These are all huge stressors on marriage. And having a conversation at the beginning about what do we want for the long term and how are we going to respond when these external factors threaten to bring us down.
How soon do you start premarital counseling?
That's a great question. I think it depends on how much work you want to do. I would certainly, for a couple who has a wedding date set, I would definitely do it at least 9 or 10 months ahead of the wedding, in part because you get so bogged down with wedding details closer to the actual wedding date. But it also gives time that if you start to get underneath the dynamic and the couple realizes there's a few more things we want to work on, you have time to do that.
And another great point I think I'd like to hear from you is the fact that most of us think of premarital or therapy itself being quite expensive. So tell us a little bit about that.
I think it's so interesting when people spend thousands of dollars on a wedding dress or tens of thousands of dollars on a wedding that they'll say, we can't afford premarital therapy. I strongly suggest, first of all, you think of it as an investment, but I also want you to know that there is affordable therapy out there. I work with a counseling center, LaVie Counseling in Pasadena, that makes it possible for everyone to get therapy at a low cost. So don't let the cost at all deter you from seeking the help you need to make your marriage successful.
So this sounds great, something that can work for a very long time. How would somebody get a hold of you, JoAnne?
My website is joanneweidmantherapy.com. You can also see the web address for LaVieCounseling.com. Feel free to contact me directly. I can refer you or go to the LaVie's website and you can see a long list of wonderful therapists who are anxious to help.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Great to have you. And we'll have you back again. That's great advice.
It's great to be here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Coming up, what's up?
Well, coming up, let's see, that we have a taste of sunrise with our chef, Orange from Orange County.
Absolutely. We have Chef Marla McGee joins us to show us how to make black bean salad with chipotle vinaigrette next.
Today my bike got a flat tire. I should be sad, but I'm not, because 6 months ago, I went to Pasadena Federal Credit Union and emptied my piggy bank into their Coinstar machine. I put the money in my kids' club account, and they even gave me a Sammy Rabbit book to remind me to save my money. Dad says he and Mom can save money too in their new savings account. Now I have enough to pay for a new tire, and I still have money left over. It feels good to do things myself. Thank you, Pasadena Federal Credit Union.
Financial can help you plan ahead to sustain your golden years. Our wealth management and financial planning services are growing in the San Gabriel Valley. And because everyone's situation is different, we'll come up with an investment, estate, or tax plan that works for you. Stop procrastinating. Call us today or visit our website, ehfinancial.com. Don't worry, we'll be there for you every step of the way.